Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Before we get started, I have an offer for you. You've got rewards waiting for you. Let's start your free trial of the Millionaires Club, so you can get lifelines and more questions every day. Would you like to start your 7-day free trial? First up, your $500 question. Feel free to interrupt me with the answer, or the letter. What was the first name of the U.S. President? Your final answer was D, George.
Guess what? You're right.
You can use a lifeline to remove 2 answers for tough questions. Just say 50-50. Here is your second question for $1,000. Which of these tools is also the name for repetitive You guessed A, drill.
You nailed it.
Question 3 for $2,000. What name is given to the scattered radioactive material following a nuclear? You answered D, fallout.
I wish I could say you're right. Guess what? My wish came true. You got it.
If you get a question wrong, you can use a saved lifeline to keep playing. We're at question 4 to get $3,000. Which of these is a novel by John Grisham? You answered A, The Pelican Brief.
Good job. You got it.
Your 5th question, for $5,000. In the title of a popular TV show, what type of monster is it? Your final answer was A, vampires.
Believe it or not, but you're correct.
By the way, you have one 50-50 and one save. Your 6th question, for $7,500. In pre-revolutionary France, what was the Bastille? You answered D, prison.
That's what I would have picked too. That's correct.
You can get multiple lifelines every day with the Millionaires Club. Just say, join the club. Question 7 for a whopping $10,000. The word hippopotamus is taken from the Greek for what? You guessed D, river horse.
I don't know if that was it, but it was. Good job.
Here is your 8th question for $12,500. In which country is Sochi, the host of the 2014 You answered C, Russia.
That is actually correct.
Question 9 for $15,000. Who starred in the film remakes of The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday? You picked D, Lindsay Lohan.
Spoken like an expert. You got it right.
Here is your 10th question for $25,000. The word aneroid, used to describe a type of barometer, means what? Your final answer was D, without liquid.
You've been doing so good, but now I have to tell you, you're still great. You're right.
Your 11th question, for $50,000. Which of these professionals might use a tonometer? Is it A, surveyor, B, architect, C, climate? You answered D, architect.
You've been doing so great, but now I have to tell you, that was incorrect.
The answer was D, optician. Would you like to use a save? Using a save. You now have 0 left. Question 12 for $100,000. Who was the lead singer of the rock band Big Brother and the Holding Company? Is it A, Janis Joplin, B, Carole King, C, Tina Turner, or D, Aretha Franklin? You chose B, Carole King.
I don't want this ride to end, but our time is up. That was incorrect.
The answer was A. Janis Joplin. Here is your first question for $500. To answer, just say the letter or word. What was the first name of the U.S. president? Your final answer was D. George.
You nailed it.
To get a little help, say 50-50 to remove two answers. Here is your second question for $1,000. Which of these tools is also the name for it? You guessed A. Drill.
That's right.
Here is your third question for $2,000. What name is given to the scattered radioactive material? You chose B. Fallout.
You nailed it.
Don't fret. The Safe Lifeline can correct a wrong answer and let you keep playing. Question 4, which will earn you $3,000. Which of these is a novel by John Grisham? You guessed A. The Pelican Brief.
That is correct.
Here is your fifth question for $5,000. In the title of a popular TV show, what type of monster? You picked A. Vampires.
Guess what? You're right.
You still have one 50-50 and one save left. Question 6 for $7,500. In pre-revolutionary France, what was the best deal? Is it A? Your final answer was D. Prison.
You got that one. Good job.
Remember, you can get lifelines every day with the Millionaires Club. Just say, Millionaires Club. Question 7 for a whopping $10,000. The word hippopotamus is taken from the Greek. Your final answer was B. River horse.
I really want to give you good news. And I will. You are correct.
Question 8 for $12,500. In which country is Sochi, the host of the 24th? You answered C. Russia.
You got another one correct.
Your ninth question for $15,000. Who starred in the film remakes of The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday? You picked D. Lindsay Lohan.
That is correct.
Here is your 10th question for $25,000. The word aneroid, used to describe a type of barometer. You answered D. Without liquid.
You got another one correct.
Your 11th question for $50,000. Which of these professionals might use a tonometer? Is it A? You picked D. Optician.
I can't believe it, but you got that right.
Here's your 12th question for $100,000. Who was the lead singer of the rock band Big Brother and the Holding Company? Is it A. Janis Joplin, B. Carole King, C. Tina Turner, or D. Aretha Franklin?
Okay, sounds great. I'll take away 2 incorrect answers now.
Who was the lead singer of the rock band Big Brother and the Holding Company? Is it A? You answered A. Janis Joplin.
Wow, you got another question right.
Here is your 13th question for $250,000. Harp and harbor are types of which mammal? Is it A. Walrus? You pick C. Otter.
You were doing so good. So I'm sad to say that was incorrect.
The answer was D. Seal. Would you like to use a save? Okay, we'll keep the save for later. You scored $100,000 today. Become a millionaire by coming back each day and adding to your overall earnings. You're in the highest echelon of players for today's questions. If you want to sharpen up your trivia, you can play more questions with the Millionaires Club. If I had $1 million, I'd count it all, one by one, to help me rest. Instead, let's listen to a relaxing story before nap time. Want to start bedtime stories?